gonna have fun at cocktail time today because I have my friend Zach. Say hi, Zach.
Hi.
Zach, you do this on the side.
This is, yeah, it's a passion, a hobby.
I love people with fun passions, and not only are we gonna make one cocktail, but you're gonna surprise us and make dos cocktails. So tell us kind of what we're gonna do, and let's just kind of get started, and we'll kind of talk about each different component as we're working on it and why you've done what you've done.
Okay, so the first cocktail is a drink I call Truth Hurts.
Oh.
It's named after the Lizzo song. It got stuck in my head, and so I named the drink after it.
Angela Prasevic, this video is for you. She used to be my social media person, and she loves the Lizzo song. So
Okay.
she'll really like this cocktail.
So I'm gonna start by juicing some lemon.
Now you like fresh. I mean, you know, here at Paleo Numbers, we're all about fresh is best. That's kind of why Zach and I have gotten together, because you don't like to use the little, you know, the little lemon squeezy bottle that you get.
No, we're gonna go as fresh as we can go here, so I'm actually gonna juice it right now.
So I took a class with you at Second City Distillery, and we made, I mean, something like simple, like a whiskey sour. We'll talk about Second City Distillery. We have so much to talk about, and it's such a short amount of time, and we have lots to drink in such a short amount of time. But we made a whiskey sour, which you kind of think, you know, a whiskey sour, hands down the best whiskey sour, because it was made with fresh lemon juice.
That's right.
It is mainly one of the reasons.
And you had a good teacher, right?
I had a great teacher.
Okay. Next, we're gonna add some grapefruit liqueur. This is from Giffard. So.
Now, where do you shop for your liquor? All over the place?
All over the place. I got this at the White Horse, actually,
Yeah.
up in Surrey Center.
Yeah. You're so fancy with your little, what are these called? They're called jiggers?
Yes, they are jiggers. Do we need to? I don't know. Is that my phone?
It's fine. I don't know. That's okay.
I think it might be mine. Sorry. Are we
Stand by.
ruining this?
Stand by. Zach has never done Thread on Thursdays, and I had to go off camera as well.
I'm sorry.
They know that you are becoming a celebrity. What are they calling you for?
I thought I put it on vibrate. I'm sorry. Whew.
All right, keep going.
Off to a great start. All right,
Yes.
now we're gonna add some Benedictine.
Let's add alcohol to this.
More alcohol. So we're gonna go 3/4 of an ounce here if we can get it
And what
pouring.
is this?
Oh, this one doesn't want to pour. This is Benedictine.
So what's Benedictine?
It's a French liqueur, and the pour spout doesn't want to work. This is a disaster.
No, this is Paleo Numbers. This is Throwdown Thursday. That's why we do this. We do it one take, mistakes and all. Because
Here,
you know what?
get that out. I'm gonna add the scotch. All right, we're gonna add some scotch.
Oh, what if we can't get Benedictine?
We'll have to figure it out then.
Oh my. This is in there really good. Can we like bite it off?
I'm okay with that. You're gonna be drinking it. All right, good work.
Got you.
So I just added some scotch. This is
That's kind of tasty.
yeah, this is like a liqueur. It has some spice and some herbs to it. I think
smell.
it's from France. It's made by Benedictine
Ooh, that
monks.
smells nice.
So 3/4 ounce of that. So we do 3/4 of the lemon juice, 3/4 of the grapefruit liqueur, 3/4 of the scotch, and 3/4 of the Benedictine.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all we're doing. It's
Now
equal
you added
parts
ice.
drink.
Now you mentioned some the other day, shaken versus stirred drinks.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. So are we shaking or stirring this?
We're gonna shake it, and we're shaking it because there's citrus juice in here.
Okay.
And we want to add texture. We want to aerate the drink, and that's what I'm gonna accomplish when I actually shake it.
Awesome.
Hopefully I can stay on camera.
And you also added the least expensive.
Yeah, so I started with the citrus juice, and then I worked my way up to the grapefruit liqueur, and then I wanted to do the Benedictine next, but you know, we had our issue with the pour spout.
Yeah.
And then the scotch. This
Okay.
is like, you know, the most expensive ingredient. I like to add that last, that way if you screw up, you don't.
Okay.
So we got everything in here. Let's shake it over ice. We grab our glass.
So fancy.
So fancy.
And you can't shake normal, can you?
No, it's hard to look cool while shaking.
But you do have it's all about the elbows.
It's all about the vigor. You want to shake it You're trying to wake it up. You're not putting it to sleep. About 12 seconds there shaking. We'll separate our tins. And then we're gonna pour this into our coupe glass.
Now we're making the two drinks because they're very, very different. This one is a little bit citrus, and that is, a lot of it is, okay, let's take my husband and I. We like very different drinks. My husband would probably like this. He likes the more citrusy, a little bit more sweet drinks. And then you just garnish with fresh lemon.
Fresh lemon wheel. You wanna give it a shot?
Yeah.
It's called the Truth Hurts.
Truth hurts. Oh, that's very refreshing. That's tasty.
I'm glad you like it.
Yes.
This is the first time she's tried this, everybody.
Yeah, well, it's usually the first time. People think that I like try all this stuff out. I really am winging it on Throwdown Thursday. So when things mess up, it's just,
Like the phone, yeah.
It just goes along with it. It just goes along with it. It makes us more relatable.
Okay.
It's like we're celebrities, but we're kind of like real people celebrities. So.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is it's an equal parts sour, and that's kind of a throwback to my Instagram handle, which is all equal parts.
Very nice. And
Yes.
we'll post all of this up above. It's in the link. So that way you can follow Zach on All Equal Parts, as well as probably post Augusta Connection, because that's kind of how I got turned on to you, was
That's right.
through Augusta Connection.
And that's who helped me put on the class
Yes.
that we met at. And it's also the first time I posted this drink was on Augusta Connection, the article I write called The Weekly Sip.
Yes. Very interesting, and we will definitely be putting that all in the bio, and we'll be sharing it because it is a really good local resource.
Yes, they do a lot of really cool stuff,
Yes.
and like tell you what's going on every weekend in Augusta.
Can I take this?
You can take as much as you like, and I can
Okay.
make you another one too. We got plenty of lemon and obviously plenty of booze.
Yes. All right, what's the next drink?
Next drink is called Two Strong Legs.
Yes! Wait, that's my drink. That's my drink.
This one is very, it's gonna be bitter and it's gonna be boozy. It's gonna be very different than that drink there.
Bitter and boozy.
Bitter and boozy. And so we're gonna start with a little bit of peach liqueur, and hopefully all these pour sprouts work.
If not, I've got my teeth.
So we're gonna go a little bit over a 1/4 ounce of the peach liqueur there. And then we're gonna add an Amaro. This is Amaro Chicharo.
Ooh, I like that name, Amaro Chicharo.
Yeah, it's an Italian bittersweet liqueur. It's similar to like you ever hear of Campari?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same kind of product.
So, fruit-based, herb-based?
This one's gonna be mostly herbs.
Okay.
I believe that there's probably some orange peel in here. A lot of the recipes for these types of things are secret.
Ah.
So it's like a family secret,
La
but
la.
it's gonna be have some kind of bittering agent, and
They
then
just say drink it and we say, okay.
that's pretty much how it works. Yeah. So we're gonna do about a 1/2 ounce of this. And then I'm gonna add my sweet vermouth. That's what this is.
Ah.
The bottle's really big and it wouldn't fit in my bag.
All right, and you had mentioned too, sweet and dry vermouth. It is a wine. This is how good of a teacher he is, because this is what I learned. It's a wine based.
Yeah, so vermouth is an aromatized and fortified wine. And what I mean by that, it's aromatized, meaning you're adding things to it like herbs and roots and flavoring agents. And then fortified in that they're adding spirit to it to up the proof.
So, and a little known fact is you should refrigerate
You should
your vermouth.
you should refrigerate your vermouth after you open it. If you could, it's completely fine to leave it sealed, just like you would a bottle of wine if you never opened it yet.
Right.
Once you open it and you introduce oxygen into the bottle, you want to go ahead and refrigerate that, and then consume it within like a shorter period of time than you would say like a bottle of bourbon.
Because if you're not catching on to this, drinking vermouth that has been sitting on the shelf for a long period of time is like drinking an open bottle of wine that's been sitting on your counter for several weeks, possibly even months.
It's gonna oxidize. It's gonna kind of turn vinegary and not very good.
See, we're boozy and educational.
That's right.
You're welcome.
And now we're gonna add some bourbon. I'm actually adding the Second City bourbon.
So Second City is really awesome place. If you've never been, it's downtown. It is across from Noble Jones, which used to be the old cotton patch, and it is Augusta's first distillery,
Yes,
Right?
I believe so.
or first distillery in a long time.
I think it's the first
the
distillery.
first distillery, and it is super cool. They have all kinds, and they make it right there, and it is a really cool place. And Rebecca told me it is kid friendly. I mean, I wouldn't take my kids there after 9 o'clock, but if I came at 4 o'clock, they have a game room. No, she said kids could come.
Yeah, I think that's also.
Is that weird?
You know,
I mean, I take my kids to the brewery.
Then to be no more weird than that.
It'd be fine. Take your kids, have a couple cocktails, Uber home. I mean, making an experience for your kids.
So we just added 2 ounces of bourbon to this.
Okay, now you're stirring, and look. Oh, let's move this out of the way so they can look and see how you're stirring. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now that that's way harder than it actually looks. He makes it look very elegant, and I'm telling you, when you first do this, it doesn't look so elegant.
Here's the trick. If you can't do it that way with the spoon end in, flip it around. It's a lot easier.
Really?
Just like hold it like a pencil.
You didn't tell us that the other
Because you're
day.
supposed to learn the right way, and I'm teaching the viewers the easy way.
And you're tasting, because if you have friends over, you don't really want to lick the spoon, but it tastes to see if it's cold enough and if you have the right mix of things.
Yeah, the right dilution is really what I'm going for here. Now we're gonna serve this one up here in a Nick and Nora glass.
In a what?
Nick and Nora glass.
It's called a Nick and Nora?
It's named after the main characters in the movie called The Thin Man. Do you know that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick and Nora.
So fascinating. Listen, seriously, I love craft cocktails. So much fun stuff.
We're gonna garnish this one with a cherry.
Now let's talk about that. Listen, you've heard me talk about these Luxardo cherries, and you've heard me talk about that the jar is a little bit on the expensive side, but I'm telling you what, these cherries are magnificent.
So this is the 2 strong legs.
Okay, this is my drink. Bitter, boozy, 2 strong legs.
What do you think of that?
That's really delicious. It is a little bitter.
Yeah, it's
Now, what gives it the bitter? Is it the whiskey?
No, it'd be the Amaro Chicharo.
The Amaro Chicharo gives it that little bitter.
Yeah, that's gonna give you that bitter flavor. This is a bitter liqueur, is what this is. So it's.
That's really yummy. That's yummy.
I like this one a lot.
I'm a whiskey. I like a whiskey-based drink. I mean, I don't know if I could drink a whole bunch of them, but I do like to start off with a whiskey-based drink. So that one's perfect. Well, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks for sharing. And you have to check Zach out, All Equal Parts on Instagram, and the blog. You do a blog for Augusta Connection?
Augusta Connection. It's called The Weekly Sip.
Very nice. And listen, head out to Second City Distillery, and if you ever see that Zach and All Equal Parts is doing a craft cocktail workshop, which maybe one working up.
Yeah, there'll be one coming up here soon.
All right, get on it, because it sold out in like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like a week it sold out.
Nice. So, Zach, thanks for joining me.
My pleasure.
We've got a lot of cocktails to drink, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Y'all have a fantastic rest of the day and a wonderful weekend. Get out, see what Augusta has to offer, because it's super, super cool. Bye.